1-year update on my DIY rain barrel and stand for $50. This rain barrel has done a stellar job, and that's in the high winds and prolific rains of Portland, Oregon. The only issue is this gunk from the downspout that clogs up the screen, which is not a fault of the design. The original design was for a freestanding rain barrel to capture rainwater for a garden far away from the house. I didn't make any modifications to address gunk from the downspout because I wasn't planning on having any. There's no trees on this side of the house, and I have a metal roof, so I wasn't expecting the grit that can come from a composite roof. This is entirely from squirrels and birds and a combination of dirt, pollution, and pollen that gets washed off the metal. It's impossible to keep clean because it slips under the holes and builds up. It ripped open the tape about 5 months in, but I attributed that to the pile of rocks I had initially placed to align the downspout, limit splash, and frankly look cute. I removed those rocks and replaced the screen, and this is the build-up after 7 months. After retaping the screen for the 3rd time, I realized that given the contours of the lid, I would never be able to get the screen tight enough to prevent the gunk from wedging under the holes. So I decided to add some screening on top of the lid, and I realized there were even more complicated contours on this side of the lid. As I fussed around with this screening, all I could think was I wish I had a giant shower cap for this rain barrel. I took a look on Amazon and there were loads of options from which to choose. I chose this mesh cover for rain barrel from Owl Focus, costing $5.99, and I've included a link. It's brilliant. It slips right over the top and drawstrings tight. For added assurance, I left 2 layers of screening free-floating on top, which you can see under the mesh cover. So far, it's working great in capturing all the goo and bits of nuts and leaves. I intend to use this for the foreseeable future, and we're heading full force into the raining season, so I will let you know how this works in a future update.